Hi, fire signs. This is Dom here to bring you guys some general messages. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. Um, Keep in mind that the energies here are fluid, so I could be speaking about you or somebody very close to you and your energy that you work with day to day or you live with. Um, and if you like a personal reading, you can find me on Instagram at domobannon and DM me there. So let's jump in. I'm just going to read what I see here. I'm not going to do each individual card for the sake of time. Um, but so, one second here. Yeah. So, for some of you, what I seen immediately, this may not resonate or apply to everyone, but there could be a Leo and a Chariot here going through a Tower moment. So, for some of you who, and it might not be a Leo, but for some of you could be dating a Cancer and going through a bit of a rough patch or going through some sort of major shift or change. It doesn't have to be negative. I don't really feel that it's negative, but there is some sort of big shift here that someone's going through with the Cancer that's affecting things as you know it, and things are changing here. But what I get is that through this Tower moment, things are going to be moving forward, whatever that means for you, right? So if you have felt stuck or if you felt hurt, or I don't know how the situation's been, but through this Tower moment, it causes movement forward. You're being asked to stay strong through this. Just call on your strength, and not forceful strength. Be strong within yourself, right? A calm, silent, like it's like I get like wisdom from this, right? Like, don't be riled up, but follow the wiser path as you go through this Tower moment, and then see how in the long run it really propels and moves things forward. Okay. Now, for the rest of you and for everyone, what I see here, again, there could be a Tower moment here, and but things here with the Chariot are moving forward in a more balanced way. So through this Tower moment, it's creating balance for you. So it's like, just stay strong through the transition because I got you. This is this energy. Like, you don't see it right now, but this is all gonna make sense. Just give me a second, right? This is what this sort of gives me. Okay. What I get here too, the Hierophant is here. This is Taurus energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus, but I get here that this is sort of setting you up for your future. It's setting you up for longevity. And so it's like this Tower moment comes in, but then you realize on the other end of it, that it was all a part of the plan. It was all meant to happen to set you up, right? So it's like, if you were in some relationship with this person and you guys break up and you're heartbroken, and oh my God, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. But then you get the job of your dreams and you move across the country and you meet your boo at the office, right? Like, this is sort of that energy. So it's like, just hang on, because even though you might have gone through this complete crazy structural change, right? I'm bringing in structure, right? The structure falls just to be rebuilt in a more solid and stable way, okay? For some of you, you're going to get communication about um, movement, like switching your environments, right? Not like moving forward, right? But literally moving to a different environment. Or some of you have already facilitated this move. It's like already in motion and in action, okay? But things might be paused right now. The Hangman comes out twice here. And so things might be a little suspended in air. There might be a delay. Or you might be stuck in between two options. For some of you, I'm hearing that you want to move, or you've already decided that you're going to go in a different direction, but you're trying to decide between two options. But what I get here is that ultimately this move and this change of environment switches the way that you see yourself. I don't know what that means. It's like, it makes you more self-sufficient. It makes you more self-reliant than you've ever been. Even for some of you who are like, that's already my life. It's like it takes it to another level internally where you, even though you show up in the world that way, or everybody around you may see yourself that way and you play into that, maybe you don't always feel that. And this move or this change of environment pushes you to a new level where not only does everyone else see you as that person, as self-reliant and self-sufficient like you got, but you finally feel it and see it for yourself, and you're like, yeah, I really am. Like, I don't need any help, any assistance, right? Not in a toxic way, but it's like you feel self empowered through whatever this move is that you're going to make, or this communication that comes in about changing your environments. I'm seeing that you begin to see yourself in a new light. Yeah. Yeah. You see yourself in a new light. It brings in new perceptions about the world as well. So it's like you see, it changes your world altogether. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I moved from Indiana to New York. That changed my entire perception of life in the world as I saw it, right? Religion, relationships, love, sex, energy, this, right? Everything in my world changed. It changed my truth about myself. It changed the way I perceived myself. It boosted my confidence. It made me know who I was in this world more, right? But then I moved from New York to LA. And now my world has begun to do the same thing, right? And so this is what I see for you. It's like you change environments. Some sort of tower moment comes in, it shifts things. It's setting you up for the long term. You go into this change, or you switch environments, and you begin to see yourself differently. Slowly, your perceptions of life and the world and your relationships and the way that you see everything changes. And then you look up and you're a whole new person standing on your own 2 feet. And then we've got the King of Swords here, assertive authority and counsel. This is a head over heart energy. This is somebody who really has all of their ducks in a row, knows what they're doing. They have their plans and they're fulfilling their plans. Like big boss energy after you make whatever this move is. I want to know what it is. Are some of you guys literally moving? That's exciting. So then we've got, there's nothing to worry about in giving and receiving, right? So I feel like what I just got off of giving and receiving is, I feel like you give a lot. Like, I feel like you're a giver more often than not, and it's time for you to receive. And you know, through this, whatever this news is that comes in of a changing environment, this is a part of you receiving, right? So lean into it and don't question it. You looking in the mirror and seeing yourself differently, you having a boost of confidence, you being more self-sufficient, self-reliant than you ever been. All of this is a part of this big package, the gift that's being delivered to you, because you are always the giver. And it's like, now it is time for you to receive. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helped. I hope that resonated in some way. Let me know if it did. And I look forward to next time. I love you guys so much, and have a good one. Hi, water signs. This is Dom here to bring you some brief messages. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. Keep in mind that the energies here are fluid, so I could be speaking about you or somebody in your energy close by, a partner, somebody you date, somebody you're married to, somebody you work very closely with day to day, things like that. If you like a personal reading, you could find me on Instagram at domobannon and DM me there. Let's jump in. So I'm not going to read every individual card. I'm just going to sort of read the messages I see for the sake of time. Okay. So, I don't know where to start. What I'm seeing here, first of all, I'm really drawn to the King of Cups and the Empress that came out here. There's a heavy focus on love with these two cards. And what I'm seeing is that also we have the Eight of Swords here, a time to free emotions and anxieties. Focus on love in order to free yourself of anxieties. If there's any heavy energy, any heavy emotions, any conflict, anything of that nature, any heavy energies that you feel stuck in or that you're drowning in or drudging through, anything of that nature, the answer is love. You have to love yourself. You have to love the people around you. You have to pour love into every situation that you do in order to move yourself out of that. Don't be a negative Nancy. Don't be pessimistic. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, I need to be realistic in order to get myself out of this. And that, no, the answer here is love. Be gentle with yourself. Be soft, be kind, be patient. And that's going to be the best solution here for those of you who are feeling anxious or who are feeling weighed down in any way. But this is saying that this is a time to come out of it. And the more that you focus on love, the things that bring you love, the things that you love, the people who love you and the people you love, right? Things of that nature, whatever brings you that feeling of love, focus on that, and that's going to pull you out of that energy and more in the direction that you desire to be in. Okay, there's going to be some quick decisions that are going to have to be made here with the King of Wands and the Empress, but you have all of the answers already. With the Empress energy here, again, I'm feeling a strong emphasis of focusing on love as you make these decisions. So don't make decisions out of hostility. Don't make decisions out of anger. Don't make decisions out of jealousy, right? It's like, and we know when we're making those kind of decisions, and I'm not judging. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all do it. And we can identify it when it's like, I'm pissed and that's why I'm doing this, you know. But this is saying that make sure love is the focus of all of your decisions, but there will be some quick, sudden ones that will come up that will have to be made. And trust and know, follow your intuition, follow your inner knowing to make these decisions. Okay? Don't allow your head or mentor well, this makes the most sense. Well, no. Go with what you know is right inside. That's going to be the best answer because this is going to happen quickly, right? But through these decisions, you're restoring harmony and peace with the Four of Wands here. And that's what you're really looking for, because with the Eight of Swords here, it's like there has been a heavy energy. It's a little bit of discontent, okay? But like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands here, things are changing, and they're changing very quickly around you. Okay? Things are changing very quickly, whether you recognize it or not. And a lot of times, that anxiety or the feelings of heaviness that we're experiencing are not because we've done anything wrong or not because there's any real calamity happening or heading our way. It's just an uneasiness because the tables are turning, things are shifting, the wheel is turning, and things are moving very quickly. The Eight of Wands is here, right? And so overall, it's like there's some sort of change that I do believe with the Wheel of Fortune that you've manifested. It's happening very quickly. You need to believe in yourself and the inside answers that you have. Like, you wouldn't, this change would not have even been ignited if it wasn't for the inner knowing. You know, it's like when you're at a gig and inside you just start to die and you're just like, you know what? Right? And then things start changing after that. And then next thing you know, no matter how long it takes, you end up not being there anymore because it was always supposed to come to an end. And so this is about something changing, and it changes very quick. And through that change, there might cause some heaviness, there might cause some stress, there might cause some nervousness, there might cause some anxieties. But if you keep your focus on love, kindness, patience, the softer aspects of life, it's going to bring you through this, okay? And it's going to allow you to make very quick decisions easily that restore harmony and peace for you, that bring you back to a place where you don't feel so uneasy and like you're on topsy-turvy ground, okay? The reading started out with the Seven of Wands, inner strength and resources, into the Ace of Pentacles. So the reason why I did all of this separate is because I feel a whole separate energy with this. But I feel here that for some of you, you have really found this power inside of yourself where you really truly believe in yourself. Like, you believe in your abilities, you believe in your talents, you believe that you're capable. You finally got there where it's just like, yeah, I'm bad and I know it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the project? I can do it. What's the task? I can do it. You know, relationship, I got it. I know how to handle this. I've been through enough of them before. I know how to handle it, right? And it's through you really tapping into that, and also being able to acknowledge when you have help around you and using it, not being too proud, right? It's like, I feel with this honesty, honestly, a maturity, right? I feel this maturity and this power now that you've harnessed and that you carry within yourself. And this has brought you opportunities. It's bringing you opportunities, and it's going to continue to deliver you opportunities as long as you walk in that. Okay, so for all of you who that resonates with, great job, well done, excellent, right? Continue harnessing that energy. You've realized and you've learned and you've really mastered knowing that everything I need is inside of me at any given time. If I get a vision, I know that everything I need is inside of me to fulfill it. So why worry? Why fret? Why get up in arms? Right? I'm tapping into a whole different group here. I feel a whole different energy here for some of you, where you're actually doing quite well, floating on cloud nine, because you've harnessed your own power and you know that that's the only fuel that you need, and now you're extremely attractive because of it, right? And you're really attracting a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth, a lot of eyes, a lot of attention because of carrying this energy. Some of you could be dealing with the fire sign. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign here. The Three of Wands, unique inspiration and assistance. Keep an eye out for creative solutions. Creative solutions is what I heard when I saw that card. So for some of you as well that might be carrying this heavy energy, or you might face, you might be in a situation right now that feels, that's causing a lot of anxiety and a loss of love. Like, it's difficult to love, it's difficult to be who you are, or it's difficult to exude more of the sensitive characteristics that you normally would, right? To maybe carry more of a softer energy. What I'm seeing here is to keep in mind creative solutions for that. Think outside of the box. And I don't know how that's going to resonate for you, but that's what I hear and that's how I see. Also, for some of you, look out for unique people who enter into your life, or people out of the blue, or unexpected people, opportunities, or pathways, thoughts, ideas, things that spring up that are very peculiar, that strikes you as strange, right? And not scary, not like alarming, but when it's just like, huh, I never thought of that, or huh, this person can help me. I never even thought that they could, right? Pay attention to that and go towards that, because there's unique inspiration and assistance here for you that's going to come in and assist you on your journey, or that may assist and help to pull you out of this heavy energy for some of you who are feeling it. Or for some of you, this person is assist with this Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands, this quick moving energy, the change that comes in, that happens and it moves things forward very quickly. It comes through this unique channel. So the law of attraction is very strong here for you at this time as well. So pay attention to your thoughts. Make sure you're thinking positive. Make sure you're thinking rational. Make sure you're not beating up on yourself. Make sure you're doing positive affirmations, because you're going to harvest all of the things that you're feeding your mind with at this time, right? So pay attention to the music that you're listening to, the things that you're watching, and make sure that that's feeding your soul, and make sure that it's a part of the diet that you want to attract, you know what I mean, in your life, trustworthy guidance. Again, with the King of Cups and the Empress here, and trustworthy guidance, this is telling me that, you know, you can really, 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 really trust, lean on, and believe in yourself. Do not second guess your intuition at this time. That is what's going to guide you out of feeling discontent, feeling sad, feeling angry, feeling anxious, whatever this is. That's what's going to lead you to make a decision that changes the game for you. But if you're spending all day and all your energy second guessing yourself, you will be stuck in this Eight of Swords energy. Heavy, anxious, sad, confused, lost, aimless. But the more that you believe in yourself and you trust what yourself is saying and that voice inside, things start moving very quickly. Very quickly. So don't stand in your way here, right? Believe in yourself. That's what I have for you guys, water signs. I hope that it resonated. Let me know if it did. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to next time. Have a good one. Hi, air signs. This is Dom, bringing you some quick messages. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. If you like a personal reading, you can hit me up on Instagram at domobannon. Keep in mind that the energies here are fluid, so I could be speaking about you or someone around you who is in your energy, like a partner, or someone you work very closely with day to day, right? So a friend. So keep an open mind, take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it apply. So let's jump in. I feel really good about your energy, air signs. Honestly, I don't know. I was like smiling the whole time doing your reading. Also, I heard at literally the minute I started shuffling and doing your cards, I heard Money Good by Megan Thee Stallion on repeat. Like, y'all should listen to Money Good by Meg. I feel like that's like your mantra for the week, maybe the month, the year. I don't know. Like, that is what this reading is given. Like, it was so clear, you know what I mean? Like, it just like as if somebody just hit play and like it just dropped. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, money is good here, air signs. Definitely. I'm definitely getting that money is good here. So, I'm not going to read each individual card for the sake of time, but really what I'm getting here, honestly, is this energy of like going with the flow, like putting my head down, getting to work, doing my thing, not thinking about anybody else, right? And you know, I feel like at the last air sign reading, there was this energy of you guys kind of really retreating into yourself, kind of blocking out the world, and not in a negative way, but just sort of really being like, you know what? It's me time, you know? And I feel a continuance of that, but it feels a little less forceful. I can't find a better word. But you know, it just feels very easy. It feels very easygoing, right? I see you, you know, leaving the past behind as you go inward to seek some sort of inner truth. And by that, I mean this time period that you went inward, that you're falling into yourself, learning more about yourself, falling more in love with yourself, really deciding what works for you and not really focusing so much on outward things. That as you do that, it starts erasing your past, in a sense, is how I'm receiving this and how I'm seeing it in my head. It's like the more that you focus and put love into yourself, the more that the trauma or the situations or the things of the past that have held you in place or that have sort of kept you stifled begin to fall away. Because you're so focused on yourself, there's no energy or attention or space or room for those things, and so you don't even see it falling and chipping away until finally you look back one day and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're free. You know, you're free of all of it, and it's put in the past for good, which then really propels you to be able to move forward, right? I'm seeing that there's a really good balance between work and play right now, between your personal and work life. And again, I'm picking up more of just this easy flowing energy with that. You know, it's like work's good. Social's cool, not really tripping. If I go out, I do. If I don't, I don't. All right, like I'm chilling. You know what I mean? It's how it feels right now. But I do see then you start to feel, as you come out of that energy, you start to feel a pull. Like it sort of is like this feeling of like, okay, maybe I should get back in the game. Maybe I need to see what else is going, like what's happening out in the world. Like, do I need to, like, what's going on? It's sort of how it feels. But what's happened is that as you sort of went away into your cocoon, a transformation took place, right? And so it's like you go away into this cocoon, you really retreat into yourself. You're worried about yourself. You're not sweating outside world or any relationships or anybody else. And as that happens, once you come back out of the cocoon, right, you feel drawn. Once you peek back out, you realize you're in a whole new world, a whole new environment, whole new options. Okay, everything's served up to you in a different way, right? Moving between worlds and cycles, it's the promise of a new life. And that's where, like I spoke about recently, you start seeing opportunities coming in. You start seeing promotions, you start seeing offers, you start seeing options for love, right? You start seeing prospects, you start seeing all of these things sort of trickling in. That's like, okay, where is this coming from? I'll take it. You know what I mean? And it really sort of birthed, it's like you birthed the energy of fertility and fulfillment by being fulfilled within yourself. Does that make sense? And so through that, right, I'm seeing I really get marriage for some of you guys. Definitely. Some of you guys are headed towards marriage. We have the Six of Wands here right next to the Hierophant, okay? And the Two of Swords. This is like, could be a fire sign. For some of you guys, it could be an earth sign. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like this is something that you really long for. This is something that you've really wanted. And by you choosing to focus on yourself, but not in a hostile way, but in a literally in a self-love way is how I get. By you choosing to do that, then you bring in all of these options. It's like then people, you attract everything that you want by not chasing it. And it's like you've sort of mastered that, Something comes in that you've worked for, whether that be marriage, partnership, or a contract of some sort. But it comes in, somebody decides that they want you for this position. They want you for this role. They want to be with you. And then things move forward very quickly. And what you're called to do in this situation is literally to be still and to do exactly what you've been doing. Take what you've learned from retreating into yourself and that self-love and just carry it forward into all of these new things that you've now manifested and that you're bringing into your life, birthed out of that energy, right? It's like you've mastered a new skill. So use this skill going forward. Continue loving yourself. Continue taking that time for yourself. Continue not being bothered by the cares of the world. Continue not to let things nick at your insecurities. Continue to be, to harness the power that you've gained through this time, because it's going to be extremely useful in fulfilling all of these dreams that you had that are now coming in because of you taking the time to really do that and to get yourself on solid ground. Does that make sense? But these things move forward very quickly, and it asks you to just stay calm. Stay calm through it. Be still. Do you. Do exactly what you've been doing, and all the answers will come to you. No need to sort of spaz or to think that you need to reinvent the wheel or go try to find new skills or new things when new things come into your life. It's sort of like when we get a promotion or a new job and it's like, oh shoot, am I capable? Do I need to go study again? Should I read a book about management? And it's like, no, you got it because you were already capable. Just do what you've already been doing, right? If this relationship comes in, there's no need to go start reading books about relationships and how to make your man or your woman or your person extra happy. And it's like, no, they chose you because of who you already are. So just be that, you know? That's what I get from this. For some of you as well, you might be wanting to take a trip to the ocean or by water. Do it. Go for it. You know, it's going to be very healing. To do that, you deserve it. I know that it's very difficult to travel right now with everything going on. So maybe if there's somewhere close you can drive to or something like that, but you definitely should go be nearby water at this time and do some meditating by the water. Take a dip, go for a swim, however you can. It's going to be very healing for you at this time. That's what I have for you guys. I love you so much, and I look forward to next time. Have a good one. Hi, Earth signs. So I'm Dom. I'm here to bring you guys some quick messages. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. You can find me on Instagram at domobannon, just like my name here, and you can request a personal reading there if you're interested. Keep in mind that the energies here are fluid, so I could be speaking about you or somebody around you in your energy, somebody you date, a partner, someone you're married to, somebody you work very closely with day to day, anything like that. So just see what resonates for you and don't try to make it apply if it doesn't, right? So, I'm just going to read what I see here for the sake of time rather than going through each individual card. But Seven of Pentacles into the King of Swords, right? So you're entering a time where you're really allowing head over heart energy to lead you. You might feel a lot more logical than normal. You might feel a lot more grounded than you have previously. You might feel yourself making decisions more from a headspace than a heart space, whereas previously, before, you might have been in a time where you've been sort of on an emotional high and all of your decisions have been made out of that place. And so I'm seeing that you're moving more into a mental space right now, and you're living more in your head than you have been, and you're trying to see, okay, what really makes sense here and what doesn't going forward in my life, because I get this sense that you know that you're onto something. And I just did a brief written reading the other day on Earth signs. It's like you're on the cusp of something really big, and for some of you it's like you've already sort of stepped into it a little bit, right? But what this is calling for is head over heart energy. Like you have to separate the emotions out of the situation and really operate right now on what makes the most sense, what's logical and what is practical, and that's what's going to move you forward and get you moving into this Nine of Pentacles that I see here as well, that speaks about working for your dreams. So this is saying that you are working on something, you are putting hard work into moving yourself ahead, and it is working for you, but it's sort of like, don't allow your emotions and your feelings to get in the way of your progress. And that's not to say that that's not important, right? You can have it all, but it's about striking a really nice balance, right? But also there are times in lives where there are times in life where, you know, you might be in a cycle where spirit is calling for you to focus on your relationships and to focus on your home and nurturing and things of that nature. And then there are times where we're called to work, or we're called to focus, or we're called to really hone in on whatever it is that we're working on that's going to take us forward. And I feel that that's what's happening for you right now, with the Hierophant coming out as well. What I pick up first and foremost, because the Four of Wands is out below it, for some of you Taurus, you might be in a time of rest right now, sort of. And really what I get is not even rest, but sort of taking a step back to examine where it is you want to go, right? For some of you, it might be like, okay, I feel like a new cycle is coming in, or I am headed in a new direction. I just don't know what that direction is. You know what I mean? And you might feel yourself trying to prepare, but you don't exactly know what you're preparing for. And so what I see here is that you're taking a step back. It's sort of like, you know, that's really weird. I don't know why I get like somebody like running on the treadmill for a really long time and then getting off the treadmill and then checking the stats. It's like, okay, where am I? How much ground have I covered? You know, how much closer am I to my goals? Do I even care about running, 5 miles, or is the 3.5 good enough? Right? It's like, I feel like assessment here, assessment. That's really all that I got out of that. And so then, but again, for everyone here, for some of you, with the Nine of Pentacles into the Emperor, working for our dreams with the Emperor as well, it's like you're planting new seeds. And I feel like I've been saying that a lot to you guys, but it's really true. Like, you have to really let that marinate into your spirit. Like, really let that sink in, that every single thing you do right now is planting a new seed for your future, right? Planting a new seed to every conversation, every connection, every email, every text, every Instagram exchange, right? And I feel like as you're probably watching it, you feel it and you're like, okay, yeah, like I know it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel this very strongly. You're on fertile ground right now with this Emperor energy, right? Big boss moves, but you have to know that. Like, you have to know it, right? If I have a bag of seeds and I'm walking down the street and there's a hole in the bag, the bottom of my bag, and I'm dropping seeds along the way as I go, and then they end up blooming, I have no idea that they bloomed or that I planted anything, because I wasn't acknowledging I wasn't aware, I wasn't conscious of the fact that I was dropping these seeds and that those seeds were dropping on fertile ground. So this is something that you need to sort of wake up to if you haven't yet, and realize that there is nothing that's happening around you right now by chance. It's not, right? You're on fertile ground and you're planting new seeds, and these seeds are going towards your dreams. You're working for your dreams. For some of you, Taurus, I'm hearing you need to define what your dreams are. And don't beat up on yourself for that, right? If you find yourself feeling lost or feeling like a lack of direction, that is a completely normal thing in life. It's okay, right? If you decide you want to go on a vacation, you have to first decide where you're going to go, and then you get the directions, and then you plan out the logistics, right? It's just take it one step at a time. And so, but as you take this step back and assess and you decide what your direction is, you're on fertile ground to make it happen. Show up for yourself, okay? Let this time, and I'm speaking to Taurus again here, and really anybody if this applies or resonates, but make this time of assessment worthwhile for you, right? So for some of you, you're going to get communication coming in about relocations, moving to different apartments, moving to different homes, going to a different school, like transferring a school, transferring a job, moving locations just because you want to, right? Or really what I'm getting is that whatever this pull is in a new direction is a step on the path, right? So for some of you, as you're working for your dreams, you might have created a plan for yourself that said, I want to make $5 million by 2021, and whatever this pull is that's pulling you in a different direction, whether that means away from someone to another location, right, whatever that pull is for you, this is the next step in the road to fulfill that dream, right? To fulfill that goal, to fulfill that big picture, right, that you're working towards. This pull is a part of the plan, so don't resist it. Right? I got steady progress that came in right under this. So it's saying that it's all a part of the plan. It's all a part, like that's what I keep getting from this, right? So don't question it or second guess yourself. If you feel some shift out of nowhere, right? Shift is what I heard. That's how it feels. That's nuts. Sorry. That was really chirpy. But that's how it feels, right? So if that happens in your life and you feel that, don't resist it. Go with it, right? Go with the flow. There's steady progress here happening for you. And I also get here, you take a moment for yourself to acknowledge your progress, right? And I know that seems very, but there's power in that. And that is going to provide fuel for you to keep going, okay? We have the Magician here, and what do you desire? I really like this combination, okay, because this is further enforcing the fact that you're on fertile ground. This is an energy of somebody taking you to the mall and being like, get what you want. Like, what do you want, right? And sometimes that can be overwhelming because you're like, I don't know. There's 50 stores. I don't know. I need black. Okay, this is, it's, I don't even know if I want to shop anymore. It's overwhelming. But switch your perspective. This is very beautiful. This is a gift. This energy is a gift to you. Spirit is literally posing the question here of what do you desire? Allow me to deliver it to you. Allow me to work it out for you. Allow me to provide you with the next step in the plan. Right? And so with the magician energy here is real as well. And I just heard remove the veil, right? So what I get from that is like, if someone was walking on a path, and with every step there's just someone guiding you, but your eyes are covered, but then you get to this portion where finally your eyes are uncovered, right? It's like the veil is removed and you can see very clearly exactly what that next step is. Taurus, for you all who might be a little lost or unclear on where you're headed, the veil is removed and you can see exactly where it is that you want to land, right? With this magician energy here, blessings and magic afoot. This says that the moment that you decide what you desire, you're able to create it. Presto. Y'all, I feel good this morning. Anyway, like magician energy, like that, like with the blink of an eye. And so you have you're on fertile ground. You have magician energy in your toolbox. Okay, you have spirit at your feet saying, what is it? What do you want? Let's do it, right? Okay, but the homework here is that you need to be logical. You need to be practical. You need to not allow your feelings to get in your way, not allow your emotions to stand in your way. Acknowledge them, feel them, don't suppress them, right? I'm not promoting unhealthy practices here, but right now you are entering into a time and a cycle that's trying to bring you in everything you've asked for. And focus is required, focus is required. It really is. You're making it happen here. I really love everything I see. Don't forsake rest, just because you're getting focused, just because you're honing in doesn't mean that rest isn't important. Rest is an integral part of the plan, right? So don't allow anything to take away your focus from that as well, okay? You're manifesting, you're on your way, right? It's coming in. You're literally on the cusp. Just like I wrote the other day is what I feel, but you have to focus and you have to drown out the distractions. Head over heart is the name of the game here. Make decisions, be clear about your intentions, decide what you want, tell spirit, and then get focused. All right, that's what I have for you guys, Earth signs. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. I look forward to the next time. Have a good one.